Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. So, dear friends, today we will read one verse from Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 16, Shlok Kramank 56. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.16.56. Is it visible to everyone? Should I try to make it bigger? That's better?
Yes.
If anyone needs water, it's right here. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Kindly repeat. Kāliyā uvacha vayam khalah sahotpatya tamasa dirghamanyavah स्वभावो दुस्त्यजो नाथ लोकानां यदसद्ग्रहः कालिया उवाच वयं खलाः सहोत्पत्त्या तमसा दीर्घमन्यवः स्वभावो दुस्त्यजो नाथ लोकानां यद् असद्ग्रहः कालिया उवाच Kāliyā uvaca vayam khalah sahotpatya tamasa dirghamanyavah svabhavo dustyajō nath Kāliyā uvaca vayam khalah sahotpatya tamasa dirghamanyavah svabhavo dustyajō nath lokanam yadasadgrahah. Word to word Sanskrit to English translation. Synonyms. Kāliyā uvacha means the serpent Kāliyā said. Vayam means we. Khalah. We are envious. We are very villainous. Saha utpatya. Since our very birth. We are notorious since our very birth. Can I make a request? Hare Krishna. The kids in the back should come and sit right under my nose. Please come here. You have many friends sitting here. Give them company. Come on. Yes, all of you. I want you right in front of me. Yes, that's the spirit. Come on, all of you. All kiddos. Anybody? Come sit here. You have special seating arrangement. Come sit like this. Then I have to give you the microphone also. Come sit like this. Don't put your back to the deities. Come sit here. Come here. There's a lot of space here. Come. Hari Bol. Nobody left behind? You got everybody? Sure? Okay, good. Hare Krishna. Saha Utpatya. Since our very birth, we are very envious. Tamasaha means we are in the mode of ignorance. Dirgha Manyavaha means we are constantly angry. Man means to become angry. And Dirgha Manyava means we are constantly angry. Swabhava. This is our nature, material nature. Who is speaking this verse? Dustyajaha. Tyaja means to give up. Dustyaja means very difficult to give up. So Kāliyā is saying that since birth, Saha Utpatya, since our very birth, our nature is that we are in the mode of ignorance. We are constantly angry, and Khala. We are very envious. We like to kill. Since our birth, that is our nature, and to give up one's nature is very difficult. Haribol. How many of you agree? How many of you have practical experience of this? To give up one's nature is very difficult. Swabhava, can I tell a story? Kids who always are watching me, this is not a true story. This is an allegorical story. Okay? So don't hold it against me. Especially Anvika. This is not a true story. This is not from any holy scripture. But this is an allegorical story that teaches us important lesson. Once a very powerful Brahman was taking his bath in the river Yamuna. Which river? Okay, listen. After the katha, I'm going to ask all of you questions. Kahoot quiz. And Rajul uncle has nice gifts for you. And Nisha Mataji, where is Nisha Mataji? Yes, Mataji also has nice sweets for you. So you all better pay attention, okay? I'm going to ask you questions. So this Brahman, this sadhu, saintly person, was taking a bath in the river Yamuna. Which river? Yamuna. As he was taking bath, he was taking the water of Yamuna and offering it back to Yamuna. Overhead, an eagle was flying with a rat in its talons. And somehow the eagle lost the grip and the little rat slipped. And it was a ratty, a female rat. It was a she rat. And the rat slipped from the talons of the eagle and fell right into the palms of this Brahman who was taking his bath in the river Yamuna. Now, a little background. This Brahman was married to a Brahmani. And they were married for many years, but they had no children. And the wife was always pestering him. Go and see Komal Mataji. Go and see Komal Mataji. But they could not conceive. Finally, when this rat fell into the palms of this powerful Brahman, he thought, oh, this looks like a divine gift from God. I was just doing my Gayatri and this female rat fell. Don't ask me how he knew it was a female rat, but he knew it's a female rat. So with his yogic powers, he sprinkled some holy water and transformed that female rat into a beautiful baby who started crying like when they take birth in the maternity ward. A newborn baby girl appeared and he took the baby girl home and gave to his wife. Wife was ecstatic. Yay! We finally have a baby girl. He was very happy. And both of them very lovingly raised that baby girl, who was quite some time, for many years of rat life, that female rat had been a female rat until caught by the eagle. But now suddenly she has become into a Akshu, baby girl. And now she is raised by this husband and wife very lovingly. And soon what happens? They become marriageable age. So now they have to look for a marriage, a good boy to marry their beautiful, nice daughter. Now remember, this Brahman is very powerful. With his power of his yogic mantras, he transformed a female rat into a female newborn girl. So he had such power that he called Surya Dev. Hare Krishna. He chanted a mantra and Surya Dev appeared and said, "What do you want, O Brahman? I want you to marry my daughter. She's of a marriageable age and she wants to marry a great personality. So please marry her." Surya Dev said, "But is she willing to marry me?" The Brahman said, "Well, she told me find a very great personality to marry me. So I called you. You are the greatest person I know." So Suryadev said, "First, let's ask your daughter if she will marry me." So Suryadev asks the girl, "Will you marry me?" The girl says, "Yeah, I can consider marrying you. But is there anyone who is superior to you? Someone who can overshadow you?" Suryadev said, "Well, there is a cloud called Samvarta cloud who is so powerful that when the cloud comes, even though I'm shining, it's 12 o'clock at noon and I'm shining bright, but the cloud can make everything dark. The cloud can cover everyone and create a dark patch. And you know what? I cannot do anything about it. So I'll say the cloud is more powerful than me." So then the girl said, "Father, call Samvarta cloud. I will marry him." Okay, Suryadev, thank you. Here is some prasad. You can go back. And then he chanted another mantra to invoke the presence of Samvarta cloud. Samvarta cloud came. He was dark, huge, strong, powerful. You know how much power wind has. Tornadoes and hurricanes. We know the power of wind. Very powerful. He came. "What is it, O Brahman?" "Well, I want you to marry my daughter. She's of a marriageable age. She is the most eligible girl in this forest. Please marry her. Is she willing to marry me?" I would think so. Let's go ask her." They go and ask, and she says, "Yes, I can consider you, Mr. Samvartak, but is there anyone more powerful than you?" Samvartak says, "Well, I am really powerful, but sometimes when I hit against the Himalayan mountain peaks, I'm not able to cross to the other side. The Himalayas block me. So I say the Himalayas are achal. They are immovable. The Himalayas are more powerful." The girl says, "That's it. I will marry the Himalaya mountain." So Samvarta cloud goes back. The Brahman chants another mantra, third proposal now. And Himalaya in the personified form, he comes. "What is it, O Brahman? I want you to marry my daughter. Is she willing to marry? Let's ask her. Will you marry me?" Mr. Himalaya says. And she says, "I can consider, but is there anyone who is more powerful than you? Is there anyone who can outwit you?" Himalaya says, "That way I am immovable, but there are many small rats and they make holes in me. They make holes in the mountain and there is nothing I can do about it. It's embarrassing. But these rats, they live in me, making holes inside me, and that's nothing I can do." "All right, bring the prince of the rats." So Mr. Himalaya sends the prince of the rats. He's also looking for a ratty. So the prince of the rat comes in front of this beautiful girl, and as soon as the prince of rat comes, this girl starts blushing. Hare Krishna. And the father says, "What happened?" He said, "That's it. No questions. Love at first sight." And the Brahman says, "Swabhava tusteja." Very difficult to give up one's nature that one is born with. So that is exactly what Kāliyā is saying, that from birth, saha utpattya, I am very, very envious and wicked nature. And he is addressing Krishna as, "Hey Nath, oh my Lord. Lokanam, for ordinary persons, yat, because of which, asat, of the unreal and impure. Sat means what? Pure and real. Asat means just the opposite. Graha means to accept, grahan karna, to accept." So let's see what is the meaning of this beautiful shlok that we recited so many times. Please repeat after me. The serpent Kāliyā said,
Kāliyā said,
our very birth as a snake
our very word is snake,
has made us envious,
and made us envious,
ignorant,
ignorant,
and constantly angry.
and obstinate.
Oh my Lord, it is so difficult for people to give up their conditioned nature, by which
By which
they identify
they identify
with that which is unreal.
with that
Because of our ignorance, we become attached to something that is unreal, and that becomes the cause of our problems. So now, are you ready to listen in detail about this verse? This is a prayer that Kāliyā offered. For that, my dear friends, we have to go back many, many thousands of years. Hare Krishna. Let's go to Yamuna. How many of you have been to Vrindavan and seen the river Yamuna? Almost. Sal, you have not seen, you have never been to Delhi? So you have seen Yamuna. Maybe not in Vrindavan, but you have seen Yamuna. So all of us have seen Yamuna. In Vrindavan, in the river Yamuna, once upon a time, there was a great sage, a sadhu, who was staying. His name was Saubhari Muni. What was the name, kids? Saubhari Muni. Remember, okay, I'm going to ask all these questions. Saubhari Muni was such a powerful yogi that he was doing meditation. How many of you kids have done meditation? You have done meditation? Akshu, you have done meditation? Good. Have you ever done meditation? No? Saubhari Muni was doing meditation underwater. How many of you have done meditation underwater? Tejas? Not yet. You have done? You tried. Saubhari Muni was doing meditation underwater. And not just for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes. For months together. He could control his breathing and he could sit underwater and just, because nobody will disturb underwater. So he would just sit and meditate in the deep dark waters of the river Yamuna in Vrindavan. You're sitting and doing meditation. Now, when you live in a certain place, you make friends. Yes or no? Rajul Prabhu, how many guests here are your neighbors? Quite a few of them, right? Because when we live in a certain place, we make friends with our neighbors. That is natural. It should be like that. Who were the neighbors of Saubhari Muni? The fish. So he made friends with the fish. He developed a liking for them. Sounds fishy? One day, a big eagle came to eat the fish. Because fish are the natural prey for eagles. And the name of this eagle was Garud. How many of you have heard about Garudji? Raise your hand, kids. How many of you have heard of Garudji? Akshu, what is this? I never spoke about Garud. Okay, but today you heard. Garudji is the carrier of Lord. Yes, Lord Vishnu. So Garudji came to eat fish. So the fish complained to Saubhari Muni. Look, that big giant eagle comes and eats us every now and then. We don't like it. Can you save us? Saubhari Muni says, don't worry. I will talk to Garudji. Next time Garudji comes, Saubhari Muni says, stop. There are many rivers, many lakes where you can catch and eat fish. Leave this lake alone. Leave this area alone. Do not come here. Garudji said, where does it say, don't come here? Just because you say, I will not come? Well, this river doesn't belong to you. The fish don't belong to you. I'm just following nature's law. I'm eating the fish. So I will come. And as Garudji said that, he caught a fish and popped in his mouth. Garudji. Now when Garudji eats a fish, that fish goes to Vaikuntha. Because Garudji is a pure devotee. So Garudji is actually benefiting the fish. But Saubhari Muni could not recognize, could not understand that. So he got very angry at Garudji. He said, I just told you not to come here. I told you not to eat fish in this river, in this part of the river. How dare you do that? He took his Brahmin thread and spoke a curse. Garud, if you ever dare to come in this part of the river Yamuna, you will immediately drop dead. And he broke his Brahmin thread in anger. Spoke a curse. And if you ever come in this part of Yamuna, you will drop dead. Saubari Muni cursed a great devotee. Hare Krishna. Garuji went away. But before going, Garuji had some nectar that he had received from Vaikuntha. And there was a Kadamba tree. Garuji put that nectar on that Kadamba tree and flew away, never to come back to that part of Yamuna. And Saubari Muni kept on meditating. But after some time, Saubari Muni got distracted. He saw a male and a female fish together. And seeing them, he said, even I should get married. So he came out of the water, broke his meditation, and went to the local king, Maharaj Mandhata, and said, Maharaj, I want to get married. The king said, okay, so I want to marry your daughters. Do you have any daughters? I heard you have 50 daughters. I want to marry one of your daughters. Now Maharaj Mandhata was very intelligent. He knew if I displease Saubari Muni, he might curse me. So he was very diplomatic. He said, yes, you can marry one of my daughters. I have 50 daughters. Ask them, whoever wants to marry you, you can marry them. Marry that daughter. No problem. Now, Saubari Muni had sat under Yamuna for months meditating. His skin had become completely covered with moss. Being with fish, he smelled like fish. And it was not at all attractive. So when Mandhata's palace, when Saubari Muni entered Mandhata's palace, everybody was running away, closing their nose and running away, pinching their nose and going different places. He understood. Then with his yogic power, he became young, handsome, well-built, very attractive. And then all the 50 daughters said, I want to marry, I want to marry, I want to marry. And then Saubari Muni married all the 50 daughters of Maharaj Mandhata. And then went to the forest and started living with them. But then he realized that he had completely forgotten Krishna. He had completely forgotten Lord Vishnu. He was a yogi. He was a person who had dedicated his life for spiritual practices and he completely forgot his spiritual practices. Can anybody guess why this happened? Kids? Yes, Sudevi?
Because he insulted Garuda.
Very good. He insulted Garuda, who was a great devotee of the Lord. This is what happens when we insult a devotee, when we commit Vaishnava aparadha, that we lose our taste for spiritual practices. It's very unfortunate. So we should not criticize. We should not blaspheme. So Saubari Muni fell down. Now what happened? Let's go to Fiji Islands. How many of you have been to Fiji Islands? So far away in the ocean, in the Fiji Islands, there was an area where there are a lot of snakes living on an island. Have you seen any National Geographic video where on certain islands there are a lot of snakes? So on this particular island in the Fiji area, there are a lot of snakes on a particular island. And now Garudaji used to go there to eat snakes. And as Garudaji went there was one snake who challenged Garudaji. He said, you cannot eat us. And he fought with Garudaji. But Garudaji hit him with his wings and defeated him. And then Garudaji wanted to eat him. This fish was Kāliyā, the speaker of this verse. It was Kāliyā. And out of fear of Garudaji, Kāliyā started going here and there. And then he knew that there is one place where Garudaji will never go. And it is that lake in the river Yamuna in Vrindavan, where Garudaji was cursed by Saubari Rishi, that you will never come here again, otherwise you will die. So Kāliyā took shelter in that lake of Yamuna because he knew that was the only place on earth where he is safe from Garudaji. So that is how Kāliyā came to live in Vrindavan, in that lake, which was a tributary of the river Yamuna, where Saubari Muni had cursed Garudaji. Yes. Similar to the story of Vali and Sugriva. Yes, Vali also was cursed. By which Rishi? Matanga Rishi. That don't come on Rishyamukh mountain. Correct. Very similar to that story. So Kāliyā took shelter in that part of Yamuna. Now please tell me, why had Saubari Muni cursed Garudaji never to come in that part of Yamuna? Yes, Anmika? Because he was eating fish. Everybody remembers he was eating fish. And Saubari Muni had developed friendship with the fish. He wanted to protect the fish. Correct? Now let's see what happens. Now Kāliyā came to live in that part of Yamuna. And Kāliyā was a very venomous snake. And he was not alone. He had his whole family. He had wives, children, friends, servants. He was the king of snakes. All these venomous snakes started living in that part of Yamuna, and they used to release and emit lot of venom, poison. As a result, the entire part of Yamuna became poisoned. All the fish in the river died. Not just the fish. Even if a bird would fly over the lake, the bird would drop dead because poisonous fumes were constantly, vapors were constantly emanating from that part of Yamuna. Because so many venomous snakes were living, especially Kāliyā, who had 1,000 hoods. Not only that, it is said that for a good distance around the lake of Yamuna, the grass and the trees were all dead. Thank God there was no HOA. Otherwise, Kāliyā would have got a letter. But all the grass and everything had died around the lake because of the poison. Now, Saubari Muni drove away Garudji from that part because he wanted to protect the fish. But what happened? By cursing a great devotee like Garudji, that part of Yamuna was completely destroyed. Not just one or two fish what Garudji was eating, now all the fish died. Therefore, we should never offend the great devotees. Santa Aprad or Vaishnava Aprad should never be done. Otherwise, this is what happens. So now Kāliyā started living in that part. Many years went by. And then the Brijvasis came to live in Vrindavan. From Gokul, they moved to Vrindavan. And Krishna became 7 years old. And what is Krishna's daily schedule? Krishna wakes up in the morning, Mother Yashoda bathes him very nicely, not with Medimix or Dove, but Mother Yashoda puts very nice, fragrant, natural oils and massages Krishna. And then with very beautiful, fragrant substances like Chandan, she bathes Krishna with Yamuna Jal, very beautifully. Krishna Balram, Rohini and Yashoda, they bathe Krishna Balram. By this time, all the friends are also ready. And they're waiting. Why is Mother Yashoda taking such a long time to get Krishna Balram ready? We are waiting. We want to go and play. And then they take the cows on the pretext of taking them to graze in the forest. But it's a picnic every day for Krishna and Balram. They go to the forest with friends and they are just enjoying like anything. They play different games. They play with the cows. They play with each other. They kill demons. They have a good time every day. So when Krishna and Balaram, they used to go every day to the forest of Vrindavan, Mother Yashoda and Rohini would always tell Balaram that you are the elder brother. You must protect Krishna. We have heard that there is a very dangerous, venomous snake living in a certain lake, which is a tributary of Yamuna. So don't go there, okay? And don't go very close to Yamuna, because Krishna might fall in the river Yamuna. He doesn't know how to swim. That's what Mother Yashoda used to think. So she used to always want Balram to take care of Krishna. But one day it was Balram's birthday. It was Balram's birthday. And the Vedic tradition is, on a birthday, we don't receive gifts, but we give gifts. It's our birthday, so we give gifts to others and serve them and get their blessings. But somehow now, the culture has reversed. Now birthday means, what am I going to get on my birthday? But in the Vedic culture, the kids would not even go play. They would stay at home and they would give donations and charity. So Balramji stayed back at home to do puja and to give charitable gifts to the different people in Vrindavan. And Krishna went without Balram. That was one day in a year when Krishna would go without Balram. And when Krishna went with his friends and cows to graze them, somehow the cows, they wandered towards that lake which was poisoned by Kāliyā, not knowing that this is poisoned. And as soon as they went there, the poisonous vapors were rising from the lake, and the wind blew those poisonous vapors towards the cows and the calves, and they immediately fell down unconscious just by inhalation. And even today there are some chemicals that can, just by inhaling them, you can chloroform. It is used for anesthesia. So it can just make you go unconscious. So all these cows and calves, they just dropped as if they were dead. And then the friends of Krishna, they came searching for the cows. And they saw that the cows are dead. They went near to see, check on the cows. What happened? What happened? They also inhaled the poisonous vapor. And they also dropped dead. And Krishna is watching all this. But Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. My devotee will never be defeated. So Krishna decided to teach Kāliyā a good lesson. He understood that this is all because of Kāliyā. So Krishna saw that not a single tree was alive around that lake, but one tree was alive. Which was that tree? The Kadamba tree on which Garudji had placed nectar, Amrit. So Krishna climbed on that tree on a branch, and that branch was right over the lake where Kāliyā lived. Krishna tightened his dhoti. Krishna tied up his beautiful curly hair in a top knot. And Krishna started patting his arms like a wrestler. And then, with a huge splash, he jumped into the lake of Kāliyā. Hare Krishna. And it is said when Krishna jumped into the lake of Kāliyā, such a big splash was created, such waves were created, that the waves went 20-30 feet in all directions. And as soon as Krishna entered the lake, Kāliyā started hissing. Kāliyā became very angry that why someone has entered my lake? Who dares come into my lake? And he immediately came to see who it was. And he saw that it was beautiful Krishna. Krishna was only 7 years old. Krishna's skin, how many of you have seen freshly churned butter, makhan, white butter? That you churn, it comes out fresh. Not Amul butter, but freshly churned butter, white. How soft it is? Very common. And Krishna's skin is softer than freshly churned white makhan. Krishna's skin is softer than that, more delicate than that. Krishna's arms are very slender. Krishna is not muscular with veins popping out like a bodybuilder. Not like that. Krishna's body is very slender and very beautiful. Krishna doesn't need muscle strength. Krishna's body is spiritual. Krishna was wearing a beautiful yellow dhoti. And Krishna's hair were curly and he had tied them in a knot as if he's ready to fight with a snake. Krishna was wearing beautiful necklaces that Mother Yashoda had placed that morning. Krishna wore beautiful bracelets and armlets. Krishna's chest was broad, his waist was thin. Krishna's navel was very beautiful and deep. And Krishna had lotus feet. And on his chest, Krishna had a beautiful mark representing Sri Lakshmi Devi called Shrivatsa. And when Kāliyā saw this beautiful form of Krishna, Kāliyā became so angry. Very swiftly he went and bit Krishna with his venomous fangs right in the chest. And then immediately, in a fraction of a second, coiled around Krishna and started squeezing Krishna's body. And all the servants of Kāliyā, all the friends of Kāliyā, they also came and they all started hissing at Krishna very angrily. How dare you enter our water? How dare you enter our water? And this Kāliyā and his friends, they represent the materialistic tendency where we are envious of God. Everything belongs to God. Everything belongs to Krishna. Bhoktaram yajnatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suridam sarva bhutanam nyatvam mam shantim rachati. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I am the enjoyer and the proprietor of everything. But the tendency to not give something to God, not offer something to God, to not have a place in our house for God, to cook in the kitchen but not offer it to God. This is Kāliyā tendency. Kāliyā did not want to share his lake with Krishna. Krishna was so beautiful, but Kāliyā saw him as an enemy. And first thing Kāliyā did was not Aditi Deva Bhava. First thing he went and bit Krishna in the chest. So therefore, all of us must have a place, a puja room in the house, where we install Krishna or whichever God we have faith in, Lord Shiva, Lord Ramachandra, Bhagwan Narayan, whoever we have faith in, Radha Krishna, as the owners of the house. Hare Krishna. In the previous day in India, the houses don't have number. What do they have? Name. I remember the house we grew in was called Janki Ram. So even now, if I have to send something, Janki Ram, Shraugi plots near Tower Akola, Maharashtra. 444001, and it will go to our home. The house is called Janki Ram. Shri Niketan, Kailash Dham, Shiv Dham. These were the names of homes. Yes.
Amba Nivas, sir.
Amba Nivas, very nice. The Nivas of Mother Parvati. So in this way, in our house, we must have a place for Krishna, for God. And whatever we cook in our kitchen, we should offer it to Krishna. Not meat, but vegetarian. Vegetarian we should offer to Krishna. But Kāliyā showed no hospitality towards Krishna. He attacked Krishna viciously and then wrapped him in his coils and started squeezing Krishna, trying to kill Krishna. Sounds scary? By this time, with the splash, and before Krishna jumped into the lake, Krishna looked at all the cows and his friends. And just by his glance, Krishna brought him back to life, brought all of them back to life. This technology we don't have. We have to do CPR. We have to intubate. We have to put them on the ventilator. We have to shoot epinephrine. But Krishna's technology is way advanced. Krishna, just by his glance, code 99 is over. Krishna revived all the cows, calves, and friends just by glancing at them. So now they were all awake and they are seeing that our Krishna is in mortal danger. Krishna is in the coils of Kāliyā, and Kāliyā has bit Krishna in the chest. They all start crying, some start fainting, some try to enter the lake to save Krishna. By this time, my dear friends, back in Vraj, there are many inauspicious omens. Sri Shukdev Goswami describes in Srimad Bhagavatam, there were 3 kinds of inauspicious omens that were manifesting. Inauspicious omens on earth, in the sky, and in the bodies. The earth started having tremors, small earthquakes. Now remember these inauspicious signs, okay? The earth started having tremors. In the sky, they could see meteors shooting. Meteors were falling from the sky. And the left eye started fluttering. And the jackals started howling very inauspiciously. The hyenas started howling. This sound was normally not heard in Vrindavan. So, earth trembling, meteors in the sky, and left eye fluttering, and inauspicious animals like hyenas and jackals howling loudly. These were the inauspicious signs on earth, in the sky, and in people's bodies that became manifest suddenly. So everyone got very scared and they understood today Balram did not go with Krishna because it is Balram's birthday. Therefore, Krishna must be in some grave danger, and therefore all these inauspicious signs are manifesting. Let us go, let us search for Krishna. Krishna is in danger. So everyone, they just, without thinking anything, they start rushing to find Krishna. And how do you find Krishna in the big forest? They started following Krishna's footprints. And Krishna's footprints are marked with auspicious symbols like Dhwaj, Ankush, Chakra, Shankha, Padma. All these auspicious signs are there on Krishna's lotus feet. And when Krishna walks, in Krishna's footprints, these auspicious signs are there. Therefore, Krishna's lotus feet footprints are very distinct. Very distinct. You can easily make up. This is Krishna's footprints. And therefore, all the cows and friends, they love Krishna so much, they never step on Krishna's footprints in Vrindavan. They are preserved. And therefore, Nanda Baba, Yashoda Maiya, Rohini Maiya, and all the Brijvasis, they were able to track Krishna's footprints and go towards Krishna. And Krishna's footprints led them to Kāliyā, to the lake where Kāliyā used to live. And then they tracked the footprints to the Kadamba tree, and then the footprints disappeared. The Brijvasis looked into the lake, and right into the middle of the deep lake, they saw Kāliyā coiled up. And in Kāliyā's powerful muscular coils was Shri Krishna. And Kāliyā was squeezing Krishna. Mother Yashoda jumped into the Yamuna to save her child. What chance did Yashoda have against Kāliyā? But she did not think about her own safety. Out of love, Mother Yashoda jumped into the river to save Krishna. But Balramji held her back. He said, no, don't you know how powerful my Krishna is? So many demons he has killed. When he was 6 days old, he killed Putana. He killed Shakatasur, Trinavarta, Bakasur, Aghasur. So many demons he has killed. This Kāliyā is nothing for Krishna. Don't jump. Wait. Let's see the fun. Krishna is going to do something very fun now. Nanda Baba, he also took some sticks and with some strong men of Vraj, he also jumped into Yamuna to save Krishna. With the sticks, they wanted to beat Kāliyā to rescue Krishna. And Balramji held them back also. Said, Baba, Nanda Baba, don't go. Not required. Very soon, Krishna will escape from the coils of Kāliyā. Have faith in my words. Sri Shukdev Goswami describes that Balramji stopped all the Brajvasis single-handedly from entering the river Yamuna because he knew the danger. Nothing can happen to Krishna. But if the Brajvasis enter, they might die. In 3 ways, Balramji, kids, in 3 ways, Balramji stopped the Brajvasis from entering the lake of Kāliyā. Through his words, physically, and through his eyes. Nanda Baba Yashoda, he held with his own hands. Don't go. Some friends who were going, some elders who were going, Balramji spoke to them and said, please don't go. Please don't enter the lake. Krishna is fine. And some friends who were trying to go, with just eyes. Just with his eyes, he told them, don't enter. So in this way, Balramji saved all the Brajvasis single-handedly. Shri Balramji ki. And then Balramji started laughing. Now nobody could understand why Balramji is laughing. Imagine such a dangerous, precarious situation where Krishna is in the coils of a snake. Just imagine in this very nicely kept basement of Rajul Prabhu and Nisha Mataji, suddenly if a snake comes, a king cobra comes. How many of you will be here to hear about Kāliyā? Exit signs are well marked. Just take whichever exit is closest to you, isn't it? But the friends are not like that. They wanted to jump into the lake to save Kāliyā. And in such a situation where everyone is very much anxious and scared and troubled, Balramji is loudly laughing. It's incredible how Balramji could laugh in such a situation. But our acharyas have commented, Srila Vishwanath Chakra Thakur comments that there were 2 reasons why Balramji laughed. Kids, 2 reasons why Balramji laughed. Number 1, he wanted to reassure the Brajvasis by laughing that it's all okay. Everything is okay, don't worry. Relax. And number 2, Balramji was laughing because Balramji was thinking, this Krishna is so tricky. When I am Ananta Shesh and he is Lord Narayan, he never plays with me. He never lets me wrap him in my coils and hug me like this. But look at this Kāliyā, he's so fortunate. Krishna is in his embrace. I never get this fortune. So just like you all laughed, just like Shweta Mataji laughed, Balramji also was laughing. And then Balramji called out to Krishna and said, Kanha, look how much anxiety everyone is in. Look at Mother Yashoda. Look at Rohini Maiya. Look at Nanda Baba. They are in so much anxiety. Now stop this suspense and do something. It is described that Krishna immediately expanded his body. So Kāliyā's grip loosened and Kāliyā could not hold on to Krishna. And Kāliyā relaxed his grip on Krishna. And Krishna immediately slipped out. With his one hand, Krishna pulled down the main hood of Kāliyā and stepped onto Kāliyā's head. And then with one hand, Krishna pulled out from his belt. Belt was a cloth. Belt. He pulled out a flute. And Krishna started playing his flute on the hood of Kāliyā, while Mother Yashoda, Nanda Baba and all the Brajvasis are watching this fun. And Krishna starts dancing. Because when there is music, there is dance. Hopefully, we will also have nice kirtan in the end and we can all dance. Haribol. So Krishna started playing his flute, beautiful music, and he started dancing on the hoods of Kāliyā. The hoods of a snake are very slippery. In the hospital, we give skid-free or skid-proof socks, right? To the patients, they should not fall. Call, don't fall, we tell them. For a patient falls, it's very dangerous. The hoods of the snake are extremely slippery. There is no traction there. And Krishna was dancing. And Kāliyā had 1,000 hoods. It was very powerful. And Krishna was dancing. And while dancing very expertly with his heel. Any football players here? American football players? No? No football players? Okay. Concussion. Krishna was giving concussion. My son Gopal will correct me. Dad, it's not concussion, it's concussion. Concussion. Correct? So, Kāliyā was getting concussions. Not one concussion, 1,000 concussions. Imagine. And after a concussion, if you get a second concussion, that's very dangerous. Sometimes it can be fatal. And Krishna, while dancing on the hoods of Kāliyā, was repeatedly with his heel pushing Kāliyā's hoods down, pushing them down, and giving him concussion after concussion. And concussion is such a thing that Rajul Prabhu cannot see it. But he was getting concussion. And he became so sick because of the concussions, he started vomiting. And what was Kāliyā vomiting? Poison. No, first poison. Kids, remember, vomiting number one is poison. First the poison came out. And Kāliyā was still hopeful that I can beat Krishna. So what Kāliyā was doing, when Krishna was on one hood, with the other 999 hoods, he was trying to bite Krishna with his fangs. And Krishna, just to humiliate Kāliyā, Hare Krishna. Krishna, just to humiliate Kāliyā, would make Kāliyā miss by just a few millimeters every single time. And if Kāliyā is trying to strike Krishna with a hood from this side, Krishna would not even look there. And Krishna would just jump on another hood. And the hood would hit this hood. So Kāliyā was stinging himself. But the beauty is, Krishna was not looking which hood is coming, Without looking, Krishna would just very skillfully dance and just jump on another hood, which was safe place. And he kept doing that. And while jumping, he would give concussion. And then Kāliyā became so dizzy. Now all the poison was over. Kāliyā vomited out all the poison that he had. And then what came was blood, hematemesis. He was vomiting blood. This teaches us that when Krishna punishes us for our misbehavior, there is sometimes humility from humiliation. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes concussion. Nobody likes to vomit. But sometimes that is what we need to rectify ourselves. As they say, life is a school of hard knocks. We live and we learn. We make mistakes, we get repercussions for our mistakes, and we are supposed to learn. Once a teacher said, a first-class person learns by listening about other people's mistake. Don't speed, you will get a ticket. Somebody got a ticket in the neighborhood. Oh, I will never speed. That's a first-class person. Second-class person is, he will remember that, oh, I got a ticket once, a few years ago. I had to do a defensive driving course. So, but I should not speed anymore. Second-class person, they learn from their mistakes. First-class person learns from other people's mistakes. Second-class person learns from their own mistakes. And the next category, they make mistake, but they still don't learn. We are supposed to learn. The good thing about Kāliyā is Kāliyā made a mistake, but he is willing to learn. And through all this painful experience that Krishna is putting him through, humility through humiliation, Kāliyā is learning his lesson. All the poison came out. And then he started vomiting blood. When Kāliyā was being chastised by Krishna, punished by Krishna like this, the wives of Kāliyā were actually cheering Krishna. Way to go, Krishna, way to go. Good, punish him. He's such a wicked person. He has killed so many innocent animals. He killed your cows. He killed your friends. He deserves it. Punish him, punish him. But when they saw that Kāliyā has now become purified, all his poison is gone, and now he is humbled. He has become humble. He has given up his arrogance. Then the wives started pleading to Krishna for their husband. That our husband was very envious. He was very wicked and he deserved the punishment. But just see Krishna. Now he has become poison free. Now he has given up all his venom. He has become humble. Now he's bowing down to you. He's offering his respects to you. So Krishna, if you so desire, please forgive him. You are so merciful. Please forgive him. And Krishna said to the wives of Kāliyā that you are my very dear devotees. And therefore, I forgive your husband Kāliyā. When Kāliyā realized that he had been forgiven, Krishna jumped off the hoods of Kāliyā and came on dry land. And Kāliyā recovered himself, and then he came and bowed down at Krishna's lotus feet. And Kāliyā spoke this verse. That brings us to this shlok of Srimad Bhagavatam. The first verse that Kāliyā spoke after surrendering to Krishna is this one. Haribol. Vayam khala sahotpatya tamasa dirgha manyavaha swabhavo dustyajo natha lokanam yad asat graha. Kāliyā is saying that from my birth I have got these wicked tendencies of being envious, being angry, attacking people, killing people. And it is swabhava dustyaja. It's very difficult to give up swabhava, one's nature. So please forgive me. Now I will try my best to be a good person. Please give me a chance. So similarly, my dear friends, we all are born with certain good tendencies and certain tendencies that are not very desirable. We all have good habits and bad habits. That's how we are born with, because of our previous activities, previous karma. Krishna consciousness, bhakti, means to take shelter of Krishna, like Kāliyā did, and rectify ourselves. It doesn't matter what we have done in the past. What is important is, today we come to our senses and we take shelter of Krishna and we promise Krishna that Krishna, I have made many mistakes in my life, but today I surrender to you. It is difficult to give up my swabhava. It is difficult to give up my nature, my tendencies, but Krishna, I will try. From today I will try, and I will try to be a good person. I will not give pain and suffering to others. I will be hospitable. I will be friendly. I will be kind. I will develop these qualities to please you. Please accept me. And Krishna accepted Kāliyā. He forgave Kāliyā. Kāliyā said, oh Krishna, please give me some instructions. What should I do? From today I belong to you. Krishna gave him 2 instructions. Kids, are you ready? Krishna gave 2 instructions to Kāliyā. He said, 1, you must leave Vrindavan. Because Vrindavan is a place where the cows live and human beings live. And such a big snake like you, with all your associates, it's too much. So you go back to Fiji Island. Kāliyā says, Krishna, that Garud, I'm very scared of Garud. Please don't drive me out of this Kāliyā lake. This is the only place that is safe for me in the whole universe. Please. Krishna smiles and says, Kāliyā, just look at your hoods. All your hoods are marked with my lotus feet. My footprints are on all your hoods. When from the sky Garud looks and Garudji sees that I have placed my lotus feet on your head, he will never attack you. You don't have to have any fear of Garudji. In fact, now that you are wearing my lotus footprints on your head, Garud will become your friend. So you go Be fearless, go to the Fiji Islands and live there happily. And second instruction, my dear Kāliyā, my Vahan is Garudji, with whom you had a fight. But because I accepted you, and because I like variety, variety is the spice of life. Krishna says, sometimes I will call you when I have to go somewhere. I will call you as my vehicle. You will be my spare car. Garudji is my commuter car, and you will be my special car. On special occasions, I will take you. And it is described that Krishna comes once in a day of Brahma. Every kalpa, Krishna comes. And in one particular kalpa, when Krishna had to go from Vrindavan to Mathura to meet Kamsa, Krishna decided to tell Akrurji that you go, I will come in my own vehicle. And Krishna called for Kāliyā. And Krishna went to Mathura to meet Kamsa riding on Kāliyā. Hari Bol. Yeah. So in this way, we learn a lesson that no matter what we have done in life, we can be redeemed and we can get service to Krishna. Even Kāliyā was able to serve Krishna by carrying Krishna. Now, Krishna did not tell Kāliyā that, Kāliyā, why don't you give me milk? That a cow can give. Krishna takes from us whatever is our core competence. Krishna will not tell Kāliyā to build a house for him. Krishna will tell Kāliyā that you are very expert from Fiji Islands. When Garud attacked, you immediately came to Vrindavan so quickly. You are good at transportation, so you become my vehicle. So whatever qualities we have, we can use those qualities in Krishna's service. We don't have to become somebody else. We can be comfortable in our own skin. And we can offer Krishna what we can offer based on our core competence, our skill sets. A squirrel could help build a bridge, yes or no? And Hanumanji could help build a bridge. So there is room for everyone on the spiritual path. So these are some of the lessons that we learn from the pastime of Kāliyā. And Srimad Bhagavatam is filled with such beautiful pastimes, līlā of Krishna, which are factual. They actually happened 5,000 years ago. And we should not think that these are all mythological stories. They did not happen. No, they happened. If you tell a dog that I have got a device with which I can order food for you, perhaps the dog will not be able to fathom how this is possible. Sitting here without even talking to anybody. You just push some, not even buttons. Buttons are not even manifested. It's just glass. Just tapping on this glass, suddenly somebody will come after half an hour and deliver the dog food or human food. Correct? So for a less evolved person, it is inconceivable how this is possible. So just like we are more advanced than a dog, the Devatas are more advanced than us, and their technology is more advanced than us. We need to burn jet fuel and airline tickets and take trip protection and go 3 hours before the flight. And we can fly from one place to another, just like Garudji. But at what cost? So much we have to do. Whereas in the previous ages, people had the power of mantra. By chanting mantra, they could accomplish things which we accomplish with yantra, with machines. There is a difference between mantra and yantra. And more advanced than the Devatas is Krishna, the Supreme Lord. So it's like that. So we should have faith in our holy scriptures. And if we have faith, then we will get experiences in our life that God actually exists. But initially we have to have some faith. When we came to America, we all came in an aeroplane, correct? How many of us checked the flying permit of the pilot? Arey bhai, permit dikha. I am risking my life, 16-hour flight, I am sitting, you show me your history, how many flights you have flown, have you had any suspensions, any mistakes, show me your record, flying record. Did anyone check while coming here? Nobody checked. Why? because we have reasonable faith. We have reasonable faith that this person will do his job. Similarly, in bhakti, initially adav shraddha. Initially, there should be some shraddha, some faith. And you practice the path of bhakti, you yourself will get anubhav, experience, where your faith will be consolidated. Your faith will be confirmed that God actually exists. So these are some of the thoughts I wanted to share with all of you from Srimad Bhagavatam. Lessons we can learn from the snake Kāliyā. Now, if there are any questions we can take or any comments, we can take now. Hare Krishna. You can just raise your hand if you want to ask. Yes. Pramod Prabhu.
Krishna's skin is sometimes depicted as a dark black skin, sometimes as a blue skin, and sometimes as a clear skin. Is there a story references to him?
Krishna originally has a very beautiful complexion, which is very effulgent, very bright and effulgent. And there is no way of describing it, because it is, for example, if someone has never eaten mango and you are told, describe a mango. To theoretically describe a mango's taste without having eaten it is very difficult. Even after eating, to describe the flavor of mango. Pramod Prabhu, tell me what is the flavor of Alfonso mango? Describe. You cannot describe. Better is yellow. Take this mango, eat it for yourself. So Krishna's beauty is like that. Those who have seen Krishna, they are in love with Krishna. But when we ask, please tell us, describe Krishna to us. Okay, there is no exact description. It's too beautiful to describe, but we will give you some example. Krishna's eyes are like the petals of a lotus. Krishna's complexion is beautiful, like a rain-filled cloud. So these examples are given from nature because they somewhat resemble, but not exactly. And Krishna's color is dark like a rain-filled cloud because that's how Krishna is. Krishna is a person. God is a person. Just like you and me are individuals, God is also an individual. The only difference is that Krishna is all perfect. And we have minute perfections in us, minute abilities. But Krishna is completely perfect. Krishna is omniscient. Krishna is omnipotent. And because Krishna is a person, Krishna has certain characteristics. One characteristic is that Krishna is Ghanasham. He is like the rain-filled cloud. Another characteristic is he likes cows. One may say, hey, why cows? Why not kangaroos? Krishna is a person. He just likes cows. You cannot question it. I like rasmalai. Radha has to deal with it. We are individuals, right? So similarly, Krishna is an individual. He likes to put a peacock feather in his turban. Why not an eagle feather? Garud doesn't get upset. Hey, you are flying on me. Use my feather. Krishna is a person. He has his likes and his dislikes. So Krishna is eternally the color of a rain-filled cloud, as described in the holy scriptures. Balramji is like a spring cloud, white. And Srimati Radharani is like pure, effulgent, molten gold. That is their complexion. So that's how they are. There is no reason for it. Is that okay, Prabhu? But actually, how Krishna's complexion is, that we will come to know when we actually see Krishna. Atma Sakshatkar. Until then, it is theoretical. It's like describing the flavor of Alfonso mango to someone who has never seen a mango. Okay? Hare Krishna. Yes.
Question which I did not understand is like when you said we being born in this material world and having all the so many bad qualities and all. You said Krishna takes your best skill.
Your best? Yes.
I feel that both are like a contradictory. How we have all bad qualities. How is going to Krishna take the good qualities from us?
Nobody has only bad qualities. Everyone has good qualities. Hare Krishna. And Krishna is Gunagrahi. He is bhavagrahi. He accepts our sentiment. From Shabri, he accepted the fruits. Krishna didn't tell Shabri, give me dosa. Shabri didn't have the means to give dosa. When Krishna would go to Indraprasth, then Draupadi would cook Chappan Bhog for Krishna. Because Draupadi had the means. But Vidurani gave banana peels. And Krishna happily accepted that. So Krishna accepts whatever we have, as long as we offer it with devotion. But everybody has good qualities. Once Dronacharya, he told Duryodhan, Duryodhan, go and find out somebody who is better than you. Go. Yudhishthir, you go and find someone who is inferior to you. He sent Duryodhan and he sent Yudhishthir. Both came back empty-handed. Haribo. Duryodhan said, Gurudev, I'm not boasting, but just honestly, I met so many people, but हमसे बढ़कर कौन? And Yudhishthir Maharaj also returned empty-handed. He said, Gurudev, I met so many people, but everyone has a quality better than me that I don't have. Dronacharya said, how is that possible? Yudhishthir Maharaj said, I considered everyone had qualities better than me. Come on, Yudhishthir. That ugly crow, who is a scavenger bird, eating rotten pieces of flesh. How is that crow better than you, Dharmaraj, Yudhishthir? Yudhishthir Maharaj said, Gurudev, I considered the crow also. When the crow finds something to eat, caw, 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 the crow will call everybody and share with everybody. He will invite everybody. There is a piece of something to eat. Caw, 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 he'll call everybody. Yudhishthir Maharaj said, but I don't do that when Draupadi cooks for me. I sit and eat. So crow is also better than me. So like that. So everybody has some good quality. We have to develop the vision to see it. And that's what Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam teaches. Vaishnavera gunagrahi na dekhaye dosh, kayamana vakya kare Vaishnava santosh. Vaishnavera gunagrahi. A Vaishnava sees the good. See, what is Kāliyā saying here? Lokanam yad asat graha. I accept what is asat. But what is the Vaishnava quality? Vaishnavera gunagrahi. Here asat graha. That is gunagrahi. Gunagrahi. So devotee is gunagrahi. Devotee accepts the good in others. Whenever we meet somebody, we should accept the good qualities in them. Vaishnavera gunagrahi. Na dekhaye dosh. And Krishna is bhavgrahi. Krishna sees our bhav. Whatever love we have, emotions we have, feelings we have, God accepts that. Okay? Hare Krishna. So everybody has good qualities. Anvika also has a good quality. That she always has nice questions which she has started to write down. Go ahead. Anvika is saying we should not criticize and speak badly about other devotees because it makes us lose our bhakti. Good. Huh? No, like. The rat story was funny. A ratty story. Ratatouille story. Yes. Rishit.
He takes out the venom out of us from his nest that he throws at us.
Yes. Just like Krishna took out the venom of Kāliyā, Krishna takes out the bad qualities from the devotees. Can I share something that I heard from my spiritual master, His Holiness Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj? When Maharaj was telling the story of Kāliyā, Maharaj said, the hoods of the snake are how? Slimy and slippery. Correct? How is our tongue? Slimy and slippery. A snake like Kāliyā always emits venom. With our tongue, when we criticize, when we talk politics, or when we talk ill about others, or we lie, or we speak something that agitates others, we are also emitting poison with our tongue. So our tongue is very similar to Kāliyā. Everybody agrees? when Krishna danced on the hoods of Kāliyā, where is Nisha ji? She went off. Sab seva. So when Krishna was dancing on the hoods of Kāliyā, all the poison came out and Kāliyā became purified. Kāliyā became a Vaishnava. Kāliyā became a devotee. Similarly, when we make the holy name of Krishna dance on our Kāliyā-like tongue, then all the venom will come out, we will become purified and we will become devotees. Hari Bol. So with our tongue, we should chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Or whichever mantra is dear to you, whichever name of God is dear to you, you can chant. But make the holy name of God dance on your tongue. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Then you will also become purified, like Kāliyā became purified. Anvika, you are allowed only one question, comment, and reflection. But go ahead. Yes, whenever we are chanting the name of God, Krishna is with us. Therefore, Jivhe Pibasva Amritam Etadeva Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. O tongue, keep drinking the nectar of the holy names. Govinda Damodara Madhav. Any other question? Yes, Vamshi. Yes, we should not get attached to things so much that we end up criticizing devotees over those things. Material attachments. Very nice point. Okay, quiz time. All kids come on here now. Come in front of me. When I ask a question, you just raise your hand. No speaking the answers, okay? Let me call on you. Everybody ready? Kids, come on. Come sit here. Okay, question number 1. Which river, just raise your hand. Which river did Kāliyā live in? Yes, loudly. Yes, Yamuna. Give me a high five. Good job. Yamuna. Yamuna Rani ki? Yeah. Okay. Who was the Rishi who cursed Garudji not to come in Yamuna? Yes. No, and like. So, somebody. Yes, you're close. Saubarim. Say Saubarim. Saubarim. Give me a high five. Good. Okay, next question. Kids, everybody attentive? Kids over there are not answering. The big kids. Sorry, you're not kids. Youth. Sorry, I committed an offense. Okay. How many hoods did Kāliyā have? Ooh. Yes. Huh? 1,000 hoods. Hari bol. Okay. What were the 2 things that Krishna asked Kāliyā to do after he was purified? Yes? Yeah. Blue kurta. Yes? Okay. Green kurta. Go to the Fiji Islands and be his vehicle. Hari bol. What is your name? Anav. And your good name? Arjun. We spoke about one brother of Arjun just now. What was his name? Haribo! Okay. Last question. Ready? What were the 3 types of inauspicious omens that manifested in Vrindavan when Krishna was in the grips of Kāliyā? Yes. What's your name? Yes. Akshara. Akshara, go ahead. In the sky. Yes. Yes. Very good. Excellent. Should I ask one more question for the kids? Two more questions. Okay. 206 more. We have to do Kirtan, and then Nisha auntie has made wonderful prasad for all of us. Huh? 5? 5.5. Okay, quick question. Why did Saubari Muni curse Garudji? Yes. Yeah. Pawan Nandan. Loudly. What I didn't hear. Go and eat fish. And my next question is, kids, was Saubari Muni successful in protecting all the fish and
No.
marine life in that lake? Okay. No. Why? Why? Okay. No, and like. Kāliyā infected it. So it was counterproductive, correct? He tried to do something, but because he offended a Vaishnava, it backfired. Okay, one last question. Anvika, I'm not even asked. Okay, last question will be asked by Radha. Because she was here for the whole class, listening very attentively. Huh? Okay, I'm going to ask a question now. Ready? Let's see if you can answer. Which grade are you in? Third grade. Okay. Tell me the method that the Brajvasis, Nanda Baba, Yashoda Maya, used to trace where Krishna was. When they saw the inauspicious omens, they wanted to find Krishna. How did they locate Krishna? They didn't have a, what is that, Apple tracker nowadays? Huh? Air tracker. They didn't have air tracker. You want to take a guess? I thought we learned about humility. Okay, you go. You have not answered. What's your name?
Rizan.
Huh?
Rizan.
Answer. Take this mic.
Okay.
What? What? How did Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba find out where Krishna was? You want to call a friend? Look at him. Yes. Kids are definitely having fun. Anybody in the back? Any kids? You, I'm not going to ask you. I want to give a chance.
Yes.
Mahi, you're too experienced. Anybody in the back? What method did did Mother Yashoda use to trace Krishna? Yes. What's your name? Okay, Myra. His footprints. And what is the specialty of Krishna's footprints? How are they different from my footprints? They have auspicious symbols. Can you name some of the symbols on Krishna's lotus feet? Yeah, some symptoms, some signs. Chinha they are called. Anybody knows? Revati Priti Mataji, you are raising your hand. Where is Dasharathi? Haribol. He looks like Vamandev. Okay. What was the question? I forgot. Huh? What was science? Abhinav Prabhu is going to create a whole scenario by telling the science.
Some of the signs, I know 3 of them. He has Shankar, he has Chakra, he has Padma.
And there is Vajra, Thunderbolt also, and many other symbols. Yes. Okay, so now we'll have Kirtan. Correct? Huh? Thank you. What time is it now? Oh, it's 9:30. Let's have a quick Kirtan of 15 minutes and then we'll have Prasad. Is that okay? Hari Bol. Say Hari Bol if that's okay. Hari Bol. Adama, who's doing Kirtan? Who's doing Kirtan?